Get in here now, y'all. All the way. You know we outside, y'all. Listen, listen, listen. Salute to everybody. Salute to everybody. Welcome back to On Go. Listen, we got Umar Johnson admits he spent the Fdmg donation money. What happened? I don't know. We're going to put the question mark. Put the question. Just in case. You know the people trying to run down with L suits, homie. Leave me be, homie. Leave me the beaver. Look, not only that, we got Lennon Honor and FamerTube expose Umar Johnson. It's been a lot that's been going on as of late with Umar Johnson. We know the city of Delaware's bounced out on him. They trying to auction the location, all types of stuff. Do you blame the city? A lot of times we from cities where we blame our cities, man. And sometimes, a lot of times, we right for blaming our cities. Sometimes even our gov. You know the vibes, bro. Let's just keep it real sometimes, bro. But yo, Umar Johnson said they need to test, you know, the PROs of tests when you do that, when you're outside. He said that y'all need to, and we all need to test Wilmington, Delaware. I'm going to tell you, man, listen, man. It's a lot of cities that did a lot of things to some civilians. We going to keep it real with each other, right? But nah, bro. The city of Wilmington, Delaware been nothing but sparing with Umar Johnson. Let's keep it a buck with each other, bro. Let's put Uncle Sam to the side. Let's leave all that to the side, homie. The city of Delaware has been very, very sparing to Dr. Umar Johnson. That man is from Philly, homie. He not even from Delaware. If he was from Delaware, I don't care. He not. He from Philly. Bruh, when you just gonna do the right thing, Dr. Umar Johnson? When you just gonna do the right thing, bruh? Chalk up your losses, because you done lost it. They talking about allegedly. You admitting to spending the bread, allegedly. Or stealing the bread, allegedly. Some people came in my comments and said, the man can't steal nothing what them fools done gave him. I said, damn. Sometimes people right. Sometimes a broke clock get right once at least. I said, damn. But I still feel bad for those people. Sometimes we stupid. Sometimes we do foolish things. Sometimes we believe in people, and maybe that's our problem. Maybe, I don't know why. Who knows why? Who knows why? But you know who really loses? The children. But for you to give them people some hope out there, and then to not complete it, not do it, and it take you umpteen years to do it. FamerTube just went out there a couple of days ago. Okay? It was looking like the book of Eli in Wilmington, Delaware. There was no one there. There's no one on the streets, bro. He even stopped the passerby. I said, yo, man, where everybody at? I said, yo, bro, I don't know. All right. I don't know. The man lived in the city and didn't know where everybody was at. If you go to the city, say, all right, son, we could go find somebody by Main Street, Chestnut, First, something, State Street, downtown. You know something. The man was walking around downtown, son. Famer. East side, west side. So you going to pump fake these people hope? How much and how longer are you going to profit off people's pain and panhandle to their emotions and their pain? How long? Somebody also came in my chat and they said, for him to come out now, OOTA, man, it's going to be like a humiliation, bro. He can't come clean with it. I said, bro, come clean. Just say, yo, bro, I blew the bag, whatever, right? Some people said, yo, it's humiliation, bro. I get it. We human, son. And you know we hide from things like that. You know, like a roach jump off the wall and want to save its life. That's how we want to save our own lives, and that's how we run and shy from embarrassment and all type of things like that. Same way. Because we all, it's a defense mechanism that's going to make you want to protect yourself in some way. Trust me. But the truth cannot humiliate you. The truth can only set you free, bro. The truth can only help you to be in your light, no matter what, son. You know what I mean? That's all the truth can do, man. That's it. I made a reference in my other video. Go watch it. Eminem, 8 Mile. What? Once I tell you all these truths, what could you really say about me? You can make jokes. You can always have an opinion about it. But hey, once again, when you come back again, and I'd be like, this is what it is. So what? What can somebody really tell you when you really own something? Okay? The saddest thing, besides Dr. Umar Johnson himself, is that he makes it worse for the next person that's going to come up after him that want to build the school, that want to get the people's help, to maybe build on a lower scale than him. But then we're going to be questioning that person. And that person's going to have to work 3 times harder just to get our love or our support. Why? Why? Because Dr. Umar Johnson was put in a position to do something that nobody's ever done before. Probably in the history of America right now. At least hundreds of years, little minute. Know when they was building up all black schools. When? When did that happen? That happened? Oh. Maybe in our little cities, when we was building our little cities, like when we was in Oklahoma and all that stuff. Of course we had cities. We had some schools, of course. But if we did have one, it's been far and beyond, bro. It's been a long time, sir. Okay? When one of us get a chance to get to a next level, let us not mess it up with the hood thinking. All right? Because that's what we always do. All right? If we just going to stay on the level that we at with no bread, or we just trying to struggle, or we trying to grind for it, we booking people, we robbing, we doing all the things that we like to do sometimes, and it's messed up. Sorry for it. God plays me and bless me. Why not let's just stay there? What the hell we look like leveling ourselves up out of the trenches, man. Out of the trenches, you know. How many friends, how many people we'll never see them again, bro? They're gone. The ones that ain't gone are gone forever in jail. They're gone, bro. It's gone, bro. It's lights out, son. You know that. How many people? For you to get to a position only to throw it all away, only to give it back, only to throw yourself back to the trenches, instead of getting out there, doing what you got to do and maybe help some people to get up out of there. How they kind of was like, wade in the water. You out there. You already scoured the land out there. So you already know. Remember, it's just like the SLVER. Yeah, wade in the water. Come, son. Yo, look, over here. Before you come back to tell us to come on and follow the drinking gourds and all of that, you go out there, wild out, get sippy dippy, running around with some folks out there. Get bag. And you done found a way for us, you know. You done went through all the villages. Dogs done chased you, everything. You done waded in water. You was following drinking gourds. You did it all, bro. You was like Harriet Tubman. All to do what? To get sipped up drinking somewhere and just get caught by some. Remember before they had the police, they used to call them something else like the walkers or some shit? Bro, they get caught by some walkers? On the main road. You're not even in the trees in the woods, bro. You come out to the main road to start your shit. You serious now? And that's what this is like, bro. We got to take the opportunities, bro, when we get those, to run, go. Don't come back unless you're coming back for somebody. Just go. Push further. Push further. Because Dr. Umar Johnson's, the Nature Boys, the David Taylors, that guy the pastor that just got arrested. You think it's all about these guys? They think it is. They're narcissists, of course, obviously. No, it's not about them. It's about the stain that they leave on all of us, because these people also represent us, and they speak for us, bro. We all speak for each other, whether we want to like each other or not. We speak for each other, okay? So we're going to understand that shit. I don't care if this is not the coolest thing for me to say. I don't care. I've been joking with y'all, did everything with y'all. So what? You want another joke? See the next video. If it is. Don't care. What? Everything ain't all laughs and games. Okay? People is dying out this motherfucker. Straight. Okay? Cool. So we got to understand this type of stuff. But look, I got to get into a WURD radio interview. We're going to get into a breakdown by my brother Winston. Shout out to brother Winston. Brother was going on a detailed kind of breakdown. So I do want to take a listen with brother Winston with my people. So shout out to everybody, man. Y'all make sure y'all dropping likes. Y'all make sure y'all are subscribing to the channel. Make sure y'all turn on all the notification bells. If you've been subscribed, you're not getting my notifications. Unsubscribe, subscribe back, and put the notification bells on to all. Once again, this video is not a hate train to Dr. Umar's videos. I don't do videos like that. I just did videos from a couple of days when my boy Famer went up there. Okay, we both from New York, me and Famer. I was actually going to go with Famer too, but Famer, he was boots on the ground. He went out there, said, I'm like, yo, I'm coming with the slapper, at least. Jesus, take my hand. So I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. So I'm not playing with no Williamton, Delaware. Some crackheads come run up on me. Run down. Let me leave it be. I'm just joking. Gotta protect your life, son. But anyway, niggas all about content. For your ass become content, I'm not playing that game, bro. I made it too far. It's the fourth quarter for me. I don't know what quarter you're in your life. Back up. Anyway, Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Okay, we got to get into this breakdown with my brother, and we gonna see what it do. We gonna see what it do. So everybody, make sure y'all dropping your likes, and let's just check him out, man, because I just like this little breakdown. I like this little breakdown. I do want to check on what's going on, the status of what's going on right now. I haven't checked how the sounding, what the hell's going on. I haven't checked nothing. I usually don't do that. I've been streaming for years, and I've done whole lives for hours, and no sound. Yeah, felt like an asshole. So shout out to all of y'all. Let's get to some of this so that we can see what's going on. So this is also the breakdown of the WURD interview while he's breaking it down. And he got some good things, but he's the one that actually put it out there to say, yo, did he admit it? Did he slip up? So I'm like, Jimgees? Let's see if he really onto something and Dr. Umar really slipped up about maybe how he misappropriated this bread. Because I don't understand how you blow all this bag. The donation money, the book money, the going out signing thing money, the money, and you over there on tours, on podcast money. Like, how you broke? How you talking about 2 accounts is frozen? You're supposed to have 5. Shut up. Don't care about that, bro. Why is the Fdmg money and the other accounts is not separate? Why you ain't got no personal thing? What about your Citibank, homie? What happened to your BOA? What happened to your BO of A? Bank of America, sir. What happened to yours? That's real Pookie behavior. I'm not even talking about Pookie that we call each other on YouTube. I'm talking about real crackhead Pookie from movie New Jack. That's real Pookie, Chris Pookie Rock behavior, bro. There's no way. Because no way you could get all this money and not make money. Because it takes money to make money. How much money has been flowing through your fingers? That mean that you never cared. You thought it was always going to be that way because you think the people are fools. And you built your whole plot, plan, play on the backs of black women, sir. Yes, you did. You marketed this whole thing right to them from the very beginning when you came up with that miseducation of black boys in the special ed system. Think I'm stupid? Not dumb, fool. Not dumb. I know what's going on. I just don't make videos on this shit, bro. Okay? There's a time and a fucking place for every goddamn thing when we get into it. Because we're not on a hate train. This is called be humble sometimes. Take accountability sometimes, and I'm not above it. None of us are. And this is why we find ourselves in situations, bro. Because when we're given a chance to be humble, when you see it's just no more road for you to run, bro. Cause remember, you digging with your lie, bro. Look, you ran out of road, son. Meet, you at one of them cliffs like the road runner, son. You still gonna run, though. Meet, son. You still going, son? You think you're gonna make it to the next episode like the road runner? You're not gonna make it, bro. Let us take our accountabilities when we had a chance. Because he don't understand. The people are probably still believe in him. He's so stupid, Dr. Umar. No disrespect for me to call him stupid because he's a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. The man could have scammed the people too, you know. He could have still built the school and still skimmed money off the top. And people that still been donating, and he'd have still been skimming money off the top. And people that have been making videos saying he's skimming off the top. And he'd have still been getting donations. And he'd have still created something that did something that a lot of people have done and maybe pushed. Come on, bro. And then you associate Frederick Douglass, great man, Marcus Garvey, son. What Marcus Garvey is, bro? You know Frederick Douglass is, bro? I know the history of men, bro. For you to associate their names with something, bro. First of all, you act like you was the man cousin over there. You was not his cousin, Frederick Douglass. Stop lying. But besides that, bro, how you gonna associate these great men name with it and not complete it, bro? Not try your best to complete this thing, bro. Come on. You can never tarnish their names. But online, on YouTube and stuff like that, when you look up some Frederick Douglass, you might look up a Marcus Garvey, you might be popping up and you might be associated with it. And why do they deserve that, bro? They don't deserve you, Dr. Umar. Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey do not deserve you, bro. They don't, son. And you don't deserve them. Let's just be honest with each other, brother. And that's no disrespect to you, son. Because I told you I think you're a smart person, bro. But sometimes our smart people, we be so smart that we foolish and we stupid sometimes, bro. And when we're elevated to a position that we can help a lot of us more, come on. What are we doing? We're not squandering those type of opportunities, bro. Come on, son. All of us here lifted you up. Whether we watch videos, whether we supported shit that you was on, don't matter. Not everything is about money. A lot of people donate to you. But people support things that you're on. They watch the videos that you on platforms, Breakfast Club, all these types of things. That's why people are paying you to be on a platform. Not to say Breakfast Club played you. What I'm saying, though, this is why they know you're going to get the view. and it take us, the people, to give you the view. So never get past the people, okay? Never get past the people, because I don't know if you believe in God, brother. So, I mean, I know you're on some Pan-African things, and I get it and all of that, son. I mean, I get it. But if you really go back into a lot of that history and a lot of that, son, they had a lot more love in them, son. They had a lot more balance in them, too. So I don't care about the E5. Whatever you think you want to represent, brother, it was love over there, man. You acting like a conqueror, homie. You acting like a Judas Brutus. You acting like a conqueror, bro. Keep it gangster. Keep it gangster. What did you come to do? Help the people? Serve the people? Or servitude the people? What did you come to do, bro? Serve or servitude, man? Which one? All right, cool. Got you. Let's listen in to this brother and just take a little gander and see what the hell going on.
Is not only did he lie and claim that there were multiple follow-ups with us when we heard from nobody about anything from March the 7th until August the 8th when the sheriff put that sign on our door. But
so you heard what he just said? He said, we didn't hear from anybody from March the 7th. This is important. That's why I'm stopping this video to say this, okay? He said from March the 7th to August 8th, they didn't hear from anybody. But watch Dr. Umar then change that story in this interview, okay? I'm not going to play his whole interview, but watch. He said from March the 7th to August, when the signs are put on the door saying that the school Fdmg could be sold in a sheriff's sale. I'm going to rewind this so you can hear it one more time, because I'm not making this up.
This is also a lie and claim that there were multiple follow-ups with the deputy chief of staff's email to this random YouTuber. Is not only did he lie and claim that there were multiple follow-ups with us when we heard from nobody about anything from March the 7th until August the 8th when the sheriff put that sign on our door, but this is also a pattern with the city of Wilmington with regard to the Fdmg Academy, Baba. They give out our information to anybody who calls. Wow. There's no privacy. There's no confidentiality. There's no discretion. Anybody who calls that city with questions about the school, they will tell them all of our business. This is how most of the haters have gotten the school's information, because they voluntarily share information with people who don't even live in the city of Wilmington.
They can do that, though, because your school has been created, all right, even though the school's not really created, it's a building that he bought. Well, let's try to be nice here. The schools have been created by donations from all across the world. So someone could be in China. If they sent you money and they're from China, they should be able to call Wilmington and ask a question about what they've invested in. Okay, simple as that, Dr. Umar. This is not a property that you bought in North Philly somewhere just as a chill spot. This is a school supposedly supposed to be a school for black boys. Okay, like never before seen in the history of the world. That's basically how you're pushing it. If that's the case, you shouldn't be upset if people call about the school. You should be ready for it. All right, have everything in order. Let's go.
Don't even live in the state of Delaware, and they just share our information.
Is it public information, though?
Say that again.
Is it public information?
Some of it is public, but not all of it is public.
Dr. Umar had to think of a lie. That's why he said, say that again. Okay, I wish the guy simply said, wait a minute, Dr. Umar, this building, people should be able to check on, like I just said. But let's continue.
You see, and in this case, Baba, he told a blatant lie. He told a blatant lie. He said from April to August, I'm quoting him from the YouTube video that somebody sent me, because I didn't even know that he was communicating with a YouTube hater.
When he says he, if you don't know, he's talking about I believe the deputy chief of staff in Wilmington who was contacted by a YouTuber. When he's saying he's saying this man, this guy from Wilmington, okay, said, like for example, the guy said, we contacted Dr. Umar this very week. All right, Dr. Umar is saying this man's lying. All right, the man also said, if I'm not mistaken, he said that they were trying to contact Dr. Umar for months, okay? And Dr. Umar wasn't responding, or he was not coming to the table, okay? But let's hit the player.
They quote, from April through August, multiple follow-up attempts from the finance department regarding the outstanding fees. Baba, we heard from nobody at all about anything from the city of Wilmington.
We're going to stop and say this. Dr. Umar just said about the outstanding fees. Understand this. Dr. Umar's own mouth said the school had outstanding fees. If I was an investor in Fdmg, I would be livid. I would be trying to find where this man located. I'll be so upset. I'll just say that. If I gave money to this man. Because you're going to sit here on a radio, on WURD, and say the school had outstanding fees. He literally confessed and said the school has outstanding fees. Okay? How could the school have outstanding fees when you were giving over $1 million out to Umar? Okay? To donate to the school. You yourself said, I never asked for money for myself. The money only went to donations for the school. Okay? The school costs $400-something grand. All right. You were giving, like, at the very least, out of your own mouth, you were giving over $1 million. I think he said you were giving over $1 million. So and people have found that you've been giving at least $1.5 million. All right. But let's say you just was giving only $1 million. All right. Just $1 million. It's the lowest of the low. If you had just $1 million, you should have at least $600 grand left over. All right. Because the buildings cost $400-something grand to buy. So it doesn't matter how many years have elapsed. At the end of the day, you have $600 grand in your back pocket. You understand what I'm saying? So how is it that the building could be, and you just bought the building in 2019. All right. So how is it that the building could be in the rears with anything, Dr. Umar? That doesn't make any sense. That shows that you are mismanaging the money. Okay. Let's continue.
Attempts from the finance department regarding the outstanding fees. Baba, we heard from nobody at all about anything from the city of Wilmington from March the 7th until August the 8th. 5 whole months.
Well, would that be defamation? And a lot of people, not a lot, but some people have asked me, what about your legal counsel and advice? What have they been saying?
I'm working on that. And the reason I'm working on that, Baba, is I don't think this is going to stop until we push back. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to continue to play games with us. Mm-hmm. I think
so. He's establishing here, I'm the one that's being attacked. I'm the victim. From March 7th to August 8th, I've been the victim. I have not spoken to anyone. No one has tried to speak to me from March to August. Okay, I've been the victim. Even though it's my job to know the bills of the school. Even though it's my job to understand what's going on with the finances of the school, because thousands of, not 10, 20, but thousands of people have given money. Even if it was $1, they've given money because you pitched them a dream that the school be a reality. You understand what I'm saying? And so their money that was given, it was not given to put in your back pocket because they like the way you talk. The money was given for the school, specifically for the school. All right? That's why I don't understand how Dr. Umar is walking around and he's not arrested for fraud, because when it comes to what he's done with his money, he's admitting just in his interview that he's committed fraud. And it's not, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to, lie about him. I don't lie. I'm not a liar. But if you listen to what he's saying, he's telling you, I committed fraud. All right? How? Because he took people's money, said I would do one thing, and did not do that. To the point where you're actually sitting here saying that you had to contact the finance department. That doesn't make any sense. All the money that you had in your hand, there's no reason why you need to do that. You should have reached in your back pocket and paid every bill for the school. You should have just said, you know what? Then I must have missed that. I apologize. Then let all the donors know I must have missed a bill, but I paid it immediately. But he's not saying that. Listen to what he's saying. He's acting as if, he's someone who is behind on their phone bill and he doesn't have the money until his next paycheck to pay it off. That's how he sounds. And he's expecting us to be just as dumb as a brick and to listen to him and be caught in his speech instead of saying, wait a second, let's step back. All the money you've been given, this doesn't make any sense. What you're saying doesn't make any sense at all, Dr. Umar. Where's the money at? Where's the money at? Did you commit fraud? And I'm going to tell you my opinion. I believe that he absolutely committed fraud and much more than that. But let's hit play, y'all.
They're going to continue to be hostile towards us. They're going to continue to be negligent towards us. And they're going to continue to discriminate against us. So let me fast forward. So March the 7th, I get the letter. Excuse me, the letter was mailed March the 7th. I probably got it the last week of March, first week of April. I immediately called the Secretary of Delinquent Accounts. She said, see what L&I has to say. It comes from them, not us. We just carry it out. I talk to the Secretary of Vacant Property. She tells me she's going to give me a call back. She's going to look into this and see what they can do. Now, what they're saying, Baba, is they don't retroactively apply vacant property registration fee waivers, right? I can understand that. But I asked for a one-time exemption. If you can't give it to me, just say that. So
Why do you need an extension, Dr. Umar? I mean, this is astonishing. Why do you need help? Why aren't you saying, here's the money? You understand what I'm saying, y'all?
we can move on.
Right.
I want to make this point very clear, Bob. Because what they're leaving out, because they're saying, well, we don't apply it retroactively. The man asked you if you could do it this one time, because they just paid $30,000 in water. And instead of just telling us, no, we're not going to do it. You either have to pay it or get a payment plan. But we're not going to. Baba, she completely ignored me.
So look at what he just said. This is very important. He said, instead of them telling me you can either pay it or go on a payment plan. If you have the money in your hand, you should have said, I'm going to pay it. Now, then somebody said, oh, no, but what he said was that they didn't tell him that. The problem is that you should have said, I'm going to just pay that. He's even telling us by admitting this that could have been an option and that it was not paid. That's why she said you could either pay it or go on a payment plan. That's letting us know that Dr. Umar and the school were in the rears, beyond a shadow of a doubt. You may say, well, that's already established, because the papers. But Dr. Umar, you have to understand, Dr. Umar is going to try to say that everything is a lie. He's going to try to say that the papers, all that stuff, it wasn't like it appeared. All stuff is just a lie. How about this, Dr. Umar? You were behind. He's going to try to say, and what he's trying to say now is, oh, well, at the end of the day, I would have thought he would have came on here, right, and lied and said, look, I had the money. All right. But what happened was I just slipped up. I forgot. Okay. And I didn't realize that the school was in the rears in this way. I just forgot. It was my fault. I should have paid. I had the money. Of course I had the money. I have all the money from the donations. You know what I mean? But I just forgot. He could have just said that. But it's hard for him to do that because he came on them Instagram lives and was talking about we need to march on Wilmington XYZ. All right. Being very emotional, which is how that.
And why the hell would he ever do that? Why would he do that, bro? Tell me. When you got a grift going like this, you've been doing this for this long, bro. Getting free money, son. Free bread, You know how much things you probably done did for your own money, bro. You probably done sold cheeks for bread to feed your kids, bro. You understand that? And you do it again, you don't care. No matter if someone's judging you right now, you'll own it right now. Full accountability, don't care. Do you hear me? What did that man really do for his money? What? Go couple of states? Sit down with some book signings? What? Sit on some podcasts? What? You will do that 1,000,000 times right now for some bread. But it's nothing to do, son. Nothing to do. You probably was living a street life, son. You happy to be alive. You was throwing rocks at the pen, homie. Just to get a couple of dollars to feed your damn family or whatever the hell you had to do, homie. Risking a 10-year sentence, brother and sisters. What was he doing for his money again? You think Dr. Umar would just say, yo, man, the jig is up, yo. The jig is up. Yo, son, no matter if we some foul-ass people, son, we some forgiving people when we ready too, son. Niggas just want to say we everything, bro. Stop, bro. Stop. Just like you want to say the black woman's so damn angry, but who the hell gave him all this money? Who you think gave him this bread? Who you think? Son, forget the stigmas and the stereotypes they want to put on people, brother. Things are still getting done, regardless if people got stereotypes and all that. Think about this, bro. He's still getting a donation right now. Who told your grandmother that the school ain't going to fix? She's probably still donating to this fool. He ain't paying bills. He trying to go around the corner. Don't even want to pay the bread. And he talking about doing a goddamn protest in Wilmington, Delaware. For what? First of all, it's Booker Eli. If you could pull 5 people together out there, nigga, good luck, nigga. Because Denzel only found the cat and he ate it. So, it's not happening, homie. How many people's really going to get behind you? Because it's really not about him. It's so much more things beyond him is why people getting down with him and even donating to him. It's about us. It's about our plight. It's about what we see. It's more about us and what we feel while we giving him something. And his school is less about the kids and more about his ass. And you're not going to tell me no different. It's not. Because he could have did this on a little scale, son. And if he really wanted to help somebody, why didn't he go back to fucking Philly where everybody's on a drill every day and everybody's dying every damn half a second? Why didn't you go to Philly? Why don't you do a put the guns down rally? Why don't you build up a boys and girls school there, a little school there? Why don't you do something for what's going on there, right in your backyard, homie, instead of growing across the street? It's our problem sometimes, bro. The city of Wilmington, Delaware has been sparing to that guy, bro. Straight cheese, bro. No matter what, son. You know me. Straight. If he came to fix that school up, bro, and he did more than what he did, Famer just went out there, man. Shout out to goddamn FamerTube. Y'all subscribe, bro. You hear what I'm saying to you? So we can really get a good see around this shit, bro. I said, I was in the chat, Famer, go up there, bro. He went up some place, he's saying a dead dog, I think he done smell. Yeah, we went around the whole location, seen the old sign of what the school name used to be, Moynihan and all of that. Yeah, the man didn't even take off the old damn sign off the old school. Come the hell on, son. That's some little shit. You could go and chip that shit off with a broom. But you fixing something. So what you had to shovel in your hand on them fake videos you was making? Because it don't even got gutters on the shit for the rain to fall off the top of the roof. So what the hell's going on? If he fixed this school up and it was looking in better condition than that right now, right? Let's say he was squandering the bread and he did everything he did right now. Let's say he still did everything he did. I mean, he never fixed the school. He was content playing us, laying on the grass by the rock, talking about he doing some work, talking about he doing 60 hours of work every week and all this other shit, shoveling with one hand, all of that shit. So keep all of that. I'm not saying throw that away. I want him to be the same person, right? But he did more work in the school, outside the school, or in the school. And we could see it. You wouldn't believe, son. A lot of people be like, nah, yo, that's foul y'all taking that school from him, man. That's foul, bro. Why y'all doing that, bro? That man that made moves, bro. That man, you know what I mean? He's trying. He come around the mountain when he come. But the nigga going, though. You probably be one of them to say it, too. If you seen the damn results. And if you're a person that donated your money to him, and you just ask him for some results to say what's the status, that man gonna bark on you, treat you like a goddamn stepchild, son, in the motherfucking Cinderella or some shit. He gonna treat you like a stepchild. Snow White, which one of them was yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, stepchild. Did he ever want help? Was this just the longest play ever? The longest content play ever? We seen a lot of people pull up Adam 22, all of these niggas be going whack 100. We see content play. This might be the longest running content play in the history of content plays. This might be the one. Because you're getting bread with the content play too. You getting views and bread? It's a lot. Donations? It's a lot. You on tour? Who you, Mick Jagger? This might be it. This might be the longest content play, son. Straight. Because Judas was a content player too. Judas and Bible. Yeah. But his shit ain't play that long. Ain't play out that long. This guy content play was longer than Judas's. Straight. Watch him. Everybody subscribe. Make sure y'all dropping likes on this video. Trust me, we're getting into the real conversations on the channel now, man. We're in the second phase of this channel, okay? We went past the other things. We still be doing comedy. We're going to be doing that. But a lot of times we're going to go within comedy back to some seriousness because, listen, we're going to go into relationships and a lot of things, bro, because we all need help in a different way. We all need help in a way, or we need to come together so that we can help somebody else. So even if you think you got it all covered, Buffett, then we need to come together so that we can help something else. And if you're at least of any age, especially over 30 years old or 30 years old at least, you understand that it's about people that's younger than you, okay? So it's about us helping people younger than us. Me help men younger than me. Women help younger women younger than you. That's how the shit is. And we not conflating it. We don't want the women helping the men, and we don't want the men helping the women. No. We don't want to mix this shit up. Sometimes shit get weird. Now women fucking the kids and the men fucking the kids. We not doing it, homie. We need our women to be women and our men to be men. And that's how we going to get to doing what the hell we need to do. And maybe we could get some of our young people off of a drill. Doesn't matter. You may not be able to get every kid out the car. You may be able to get one kid out that car. Imagine multiple cars that's on drills. You got one kid out that car. So potential, you know what I mean? This is how we got to start thinking. Stop looking at it and start thinking like this. We can help some shit, bro. Trust me, we can. And it's going to take no money. It might never take us getting up out of our seat. We probably could sit and do some shit like this and help some people, bro. So let us just try. And let us be better than goddamn Umar. Please, let us be better than Umar. Because none of us are better than nobody. We're not better than Umar either, you know that? Shit's fucked up. Life is crazy. Nobody's better than nobody, bro. Shit's wild. But we can do better. But we're going to use Umar as an example to be better than Umar. Straight. Because you got to live through other people's experiences, man. Because some experiences you will not make them through for your own. You're not. You use the people, bro. You're worse than... I don't know what's worse, man. The David Taylor guy, Michelle Brannon, that's the pastors from the Kingdom of God church that got arrested. Bro, they're pimping God and Jesus, bro. It's been happening for a lot of years, bro. We know that, right? It's been going down. That's been going on. So we get it. That's foul, son. We get that's foul, son. Feel me? God and Jesus, bro. Serious? But you pimping kids, Dr. Umar. You pimping kids, man. And I'm going to say this is worse, bro. You're pimping kids, bro. Off the back of kids, you are peddling a plan and a play. The longest content play ever. Yeah. You're selling hope. You're peddling, panhandling to people's pain and to people's emotional shit. That's what you're doing, sir. And you're psychologically smart, son. Because it takes a smart motherfucker to do certain shit. That's why I always say you're smart, bro. I think some people are so smart that they're dumb. Because what's going to come back to burn your ass in the end is something else that you can't even be smart enough to see. Trust me, because I don't think you believe in God, and God going to show you that one. Just chill. And his boy Jesus. Don't worry about that part. Don't worry about that part. Let us not take the time to get our ass back to the hood thinking when we get ourselves in a position to help us and to step ourselves forward. Or let us just stay up in the streets, bro, and just let it be whatever the fuck it's going to be, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's up, though. Shit. At least you know what it is. At least we ain't playing with it. You know what I'm saying? At least we not playing with it. Let's not play with the people like that. And most definitely, let's not play with our children. Because our children needs a goddamn future. Forgive me, they are. They need the damn future right now. They need it. It's not that they are. They need it, bro. And they're going to need us or somebody to come and help them, bro. And it's a sad thing when you was in a position to be one of the greatest ones. These people. Yeah, just like your fake cousin, Frederick Douglass. You didn't have to been on a status like him, though. But if you achieve this, bro, I don't know where it took you, man. I don't know where it would have took you, bro. Imagine that by now, after all this time that this has taken, if you was able to just successfully build the first one, even on a smaller scale. Imagine how many people would have gotten in and invested with you. But you don't want them to invest because you want all the guts and the glory. You want all the glory for yourself. It's not about you. It's about the kids, fool. But imagine you could have chains of these things in multiple cities, because people in other cities were like, yo, imagine artists and all that. They'd be like, yo, we could use one of them shits in Atlanta. We could use one of them shits out here. Yeah, for our boys. Yeah. You see what's going on? Now people could buy into it like a franchise kinda, like charter schools is, like McDonald's. You could franchise this thing. This thing could have been all around the world. Fdmg academies, bro. Could have one in Africa and Ghana, bro. Like you love. You love to talk about Ghana all the time, right? Dr. Umar, you'd have been there. With a school there too right now. Not thinking just of the dollar and right now in the present. How much more money would you have had by now? If you just do the right thing. You'd be more filthy rich right now, son. You probably just stop begging for donations. That's how much money you would have had, son. We'd have known it. I mean, just like the Kingdom of God guy, they said he got $50 million worth of donations. We know the exact number. It's nuts. I don't know how they did this, bro. But the feds have run down on your dumb ass, and we don't know the exact number of what you have, fool. Because you want to lie all day. Because many people think that you only went about buying this school right here because you couldn't get the one in Virginia. So allegedly because that GoFundMe was trying to tell you to put back the money to the people, bro. It's keeping the facts, bro. I don't talk about shit, but if I get into it, Jesus, take my hand. If I get into it, Jesus, we gonna have to finna get into it. What we doing? Exactly. This is it. We gotta stop this dumb shit, bro. We gotta stop this dumb shit. Stop involving our fucking kids in our dumb shit then. Or just do what the hell we doing then. And be sad as hell when we lose it all. But let's stop involving the goddamn kids or act like we doing it for the kids. When we not playing games, you ain't gonna see your kid in years. You don't love your goddamn kids. Stop lying and act like for the kids. No, it ain't for the kids. It's not for the kids, nigga, for you. Stop lying, bro. You wanna get some nookie. That's why you coming over the crib. It's for you, nigga. It's for you. So when it's for the kids, let it be for the kids. Let it not be for us. Okay? Let's get back to this. Drop likes, you heard? Share the video. Hold on, what up? Where's my? Okay, there I go. Oh shit, my bad.
Dr. Umar has been acting, okay? Being very emotional going on live, which is the worst thing you can do, is be emotional going live online today. He did that. He made like the worst mistake you can make more than once. And came on, and while he was emotional, he lied. And then told some truth also, okay? About how they were struggling with these bills, which when the problem is that there should be no struggle. The money should be there. He himself said, I never asked for a donation for myself. It was only for the school. So where's the money at? The question that I have, and many people have, is where's the money at? The answer is that he stole the money. He stole the investors' money, and he's blatantly coming on an interview trying to blame the city of Wilmington, who has graciously allowed him to run a scam in their city, okay? They graciously allowed to come and run a scam in their city, to use their city as a place for a scam, to allow people around the community to think that their boys can one day go there and be taught by black mentors, and have this scammer, which is Dr. Umar, in my opinion, speak to people in the community, which he has done. Even on video, we've seen him talk to people who've driven up and said, your boy's going to be going to my school and this and that, and to be lying to them and getting their hopes, and they be getting their hopes up. It would have been better if Dr. Umar had never shown up to that property and never bought any of that.
Likes up, hit that poll. This is what it's about. Okay, because we talking about Dr. Umar not doing shit for nobody, but what is we doing for anybody? Likes is free. Free donations like what Dr. Umar ass getting. And y'all ain't doing shit with it. You ain't no better than Dr. Umar ass. Don't let me cook your ass. Let me show you. Don't let me get the cook in you people, bro. On feet. Cook your ass on feet. I'm about to cook you right now. Look, I'm cooking you. You want to tell me about Dr. Umar? Who you going to tell me about, bro? Everybody want to call a pot and a kettle. What are you? What stove appliance are you? Your coffee pot? What are you? Okay? Show, be the difference. Don't be an Umar. Show love, and that's all we are here to do. That's it. You're going to be a hater any day you want to be a hater. That's natural whenever it comes, right? Show love. Let that be natural, man. Okay? Drop likes, they free. Hit the poll, it's free. Okay? That man got free donations. What he did with it? Nothing. He ain't helped no goddamn body but himself. You ain't even helping nobody but yourself. You ain't even helping yourself. Because to help somebody is to really help yourself. That's how you help yourself, by helping somebody else. Okay? That's how people around you get blessed. Because you doing some good stuff. You know how many things I got blessed? I don't even know what the hell I did yet. The hell? My mom's probably did something. Somebody done prayed for me or some dumb shit. I don't know what the hell I done did. I was doing fucked up shit. What the hell I did to deserve that one? Blessing came, hit me in the head. Thank you. Gracious. But some things come from other things that come from around us, bro. So be a one that show love and bless. Have you shown love today? Have you said God was great today? Have you said Jesus was great today? Drop sevens in my chat. That's what it means. It means God is great. That means Jesus is great. Okay? Stop being complacent. Stop being a watcher. Stop talking about chat GPT and AIs when you a goddamn chat GPT AI robot. Because you sitting around like that. World star. Not helping nobody, nigga dying, drowning in front of you, type of stupid shit. Y'all looking like that. Not helping nobody. But your ass gonna need help one day. And you gonna be looking around like, exactly. This is where we must break the chain of that dumb shit and show love to each other. For no reason. To default, we show love to each other. Okay? Especially if you look like this. Stop playing me. Stop playing me. Stop playing me. Because you've always been my biggest hater. Straight. And you still ain't been able to do nothing with me yet. Learn it.
Okay, because since he has been there, all he has done has been lying to people and been using that city for a scam. Okay, and I care for this. I went to school. I went to college in Wilmington, Delaware. Okay, so I know all about Wilmington, Delaware to a certain degree. I'm not the expert, but I know about it. I used to travel to that city and commute to that city every single day to go to school. Okay, and he went to that city. I know people in the city, all kind of stuff. Okay, spent the night at the city. Sometimes I had to spend the night with people in Wilmington, around outside of Wilmington, because of things with transportation, so on and so forth. Okay, when I was younger, so I know all about that stuff. And he's gonna come to that city and abuse them and lie to them and then attack the city as if the deputy chief of staff, I believe the guy's name is, okay, is lying when you can see from what he's saying that Dr. Umar is in a mess that he created himself.
Like I told you, I emailed her April 1st. She did not respond to my email. I emailed her April 4th. She did not respond to my email. I emailed her April 7th. She did not respond to my email. I emailed her April 16th. She did not respond to my email. I spoke to her on the phone at least a half dozen times.
Okay, so he said that no one contacted him since March 7th, okay? But now he's saying he spoke to the woman 6 times. He said I spoke to her at least a half a dozen times. So now that goes against what you just said when you said nobody contacted you. No, I'm sorry. When Dr. Umar said that they didn't contact him for all of that time, from March 7th to August 8th, and he knew nothing about this. Okay, now he's going and telling us another story. Okay, about him talking to her on the phone, and how in actuality you were in contact with them, though you said before that you weren't.
Time she said she would get back to me with an answer, and guess what, Baba? That turned into 5 months. No reason.
Why do you need an answer? See what I'm saying? Why does she need to, everything he's saying is hurt himself in this case. Okay. If I was a prosecuting Dr. Umar, I would take what he just said right there and use it against him. She said she would get in contact with me with an answer. Wait a second, Dr. Umar. Why do you need an answer? You should have the answer. The answer is the donor's money. The answer is the donor's money. What do you mean she's going to get in contact with you with an answer? You're not in need. Okay, you have a surplus. You're not in need. You have a surplus, supposedly, but you don't. Because you stole the money. You committed fraud. And people will say, oh, we're hating Dr. Umar. No, it's obvious. Okay, it's obvious. 400 grand for the school. Over $1 million in donations. So 600 grand went where? Into the air. It went into his back pocket. It went to him traveling the world and sleeping with black women all across the world, okay, with y'all donor money. Y'all literally gave him money to make a school, and instead he took the money and used it to throw money at women, okay, who wanted to sleep with him because he was a supposed great speaker and great mind of the day. And he used y'all money to do that, to throw money at them. I'm sure to probably send them across the world. I'm sure he's been very careful with how he did this, okay? But if someone really looked into this, they probably could find all kind of women that they could sit here and say, look, he gave me this, he gave me this, he gave me that. Okay, he spent all kind of money on me. And that money was y'all money. All right?
Wow. And then the secretary of delinquent account, because what I did was I sent the email to the chief of staff of the mayor, not the deputy chief of staff. The man who sent this email to the YouTubers, Baba, he ain't got nothing to do with.
Let's go back. What did he just say?
Because what I did was I sent no response. Wow. 5 months, no response. And then the secretary of delinquent account.
So he said 5 months, no response. And then he says, and then the secretary of delinquent accounts. Why is it that months were passing and you were delinquent? Once again, where is the money at? Months, you yourself, I think Dr. Umar actually realized that what he said it wasn't good. That's why he tries to move it to something else here. He realized that he just said something that makes himself, in this case, sound terrible for him to say, time passed and then a delinquency agency hit me up, which means that I didn't have the money. It sounds like that, and you cannot not see that unless he changes the conversation. So what is he about to do? He's about to take us down another road.
Because what I didn't answer, and guess what, Baba, that turned into 5 months. No response. Wow. 5 months, no response. And then the secretary of delinquent accounts, because what I did was I sent the email to the chief of staff of the mayor, not the deputy chief of staff. The man who sent this email to the YouTubers, Baba, he ain't got nothing to do with nothing because I didn't include him in the correspondence. So you speaking.
I'm not going to watch all this. This is Labor Day. I'm about to get something to eat. All right, I'm not going to be sitting here like Dr. Umar waste my time. All right, but I want to make this video to show y'all, and for those that like to say that people are attacking Dr. Umar, we're not attacking him. We're trying to show you, okay, that this man has wasted people's money. He's committed fraud. He's stolen from the black community. He's stolen from the black community. He's stolen from the black community, okay? That's what he has done. He's taken black people's money, and mostly black single mothers' money, who wanted the school to open for their black young men. And you know what he did? He stole the money. He stole the money. That's right. That's right. I'm doing 3 times just like he does it. He stole the money. Okay. Let's fast forward here. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let it play a little bit more that I'm in this video, you can watch the rest of it in your own time, okay? Because I'm sure it's full of lies. Full of lies.
About things you know nothing about, and you are being untruthful and dishonest and blatantly lying in what you are saying. So he wasn't even in the email trail. It was the deputy chief of staff. It was the commissioner for L&I. It was the secretary for delinquent accounts and the secretary for vacant properties. So I emailed them and I asked 3 questions, Baba. And guess what?
Not I called and said, when can I pay? But I emailed them, okay?
Nobody has answered the questions yet.
Wow.
They answered everything but my question. These are the 3 questions.
I gotta say this guy that's on the line with him, he notices what's going on. He sees what's going on. All right. And I gotta say this, y'all. Some of y'all black people, some of y'all black folks, I'm just gonna be frank, okay? Some of y'all black folks, y'all don't have a backbone. Y'all don't have any kind of soul or spirit to allow, like this woman online who's had issues with Dr. Umar. Her channel is called like Anti-Afro Svengali. Dr. Umar has come out and tried to send his Goonie Goons against her before years ago. All right, you probably heard, if you've seen that Randy went on, he was saying Anti-Afro Svengali, you know what I mean? I'm coming for you, whatever he was saying, right? I can see why she would have a channel called Anti-Afro Svengali for people like Dr. Umar. All right, because this man is going to come out here and there are people like this guy on WURD and others that will allow this man to come on and lie, incriminate himself, play spin games, okay, with words, okay, be a spin master, as I call him, okay, worse than any politician, and you allow this person to come on your platform, WURD. Now, I'm not trying to attack all WURD. I don't know if everyone was in agreement with this at WURD, but I will say that this man who's conducting this interview, at the very least, ask this man questions and say, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense, Dr. Umar. Okay, let me play devil's advocate here from the very beginning. Okay, at the very least, say that instead of just, well, Dr. Umar, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Wow, Dr. Umar. Oh, that's interesting, Dr. Umar. Just riding with him. Okay, just like the guy Charlemagne the God, just like him. All the intelligence that he seemingly has. Didn't Charlemagne the God write a book about black folks, all this kind of stuff? He has a book that he has behind him all the time. Okay, I don't know if he still does, but he had a book that was behind him for some time, a book that he wrote. So you have to mind to write a book to seemingly give knowledge, but you can't see Dr. Umar as a liar. Okay, but I can, and I'm a videographer. Okay, a regular everyday Christian street preacher, and I don't have a mind like you guys supposedly, but I can see this. YouTubers, some of YouTubers on that we see online, they don't even have jobs, and they can point this out. People struggling, the economy is crazy. You got YouTubers they're making, some of these cats I've seen are getting 500 views, 100 views. It was a guy that I saw online, true stories, a guy I saw this other day. You can probably find him. I can't remember the guy's name. God bless him. I think he was from New York or somewhere. Went to Delaware, went to Delaware and literally filmed the schools. Okay, true story. And the guy had like 1,500 or less than that views. All right. But thank God bless his heart, this guy went out there. Okay. This black guy went out there to try to show people the evidence and said, look at this, look at that. And he was just showing the school. Dr. Umar wasn't there. There was a guy out there that said Dr. Umar usually comes on Tuesdays. And I think it was a Wednesday or whatever day it was. It wasn't a Tuesday. And he was talking to people in the neighborhood about the school and stuff. And it was a very, very good video. The guy, I think I watched the whole thing. And the kid was just explaining stuff. He was showing how the school had pipes that you could see, like drainage pipes that you could see coming off the roof that were literally like broken. All right. And it was all kind of like mildew and all kind of like black, like not soot, but like basically like, I guess you'd call it like grime and stuff that was collected on the that you could easily see because the school is painted yellow, so you could easily see all this kind of grime and mess that was on the sides of the school. All the windows were boarded up. It looked terrible. It looked so bad. It actually looked like he just bought the school. It looked that bad, like he done nothing to the school. Now I'm sure he's done something to the school. Okay, like painted that rock. Okay, he has like I think a mural painted. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, it's a mural with Frederick Douglass, and I think even him in there, as if he somehow, a joint heir with them, as if he somehow, compatriot. He's somehow on their level. Okay, to them. I mean, just a scam. Just a scam. But the thing that gets me most is these people that allow them to come on and lie to their own people. They are the true Uncle Toms. I'm going to say it again. They are the true Uncle Toms. One more time. They are the true Uncle Toms because they allow this scammer to come on. So for all the people like Anti-Afro Stringali, okay, that, and I checked her channel some time ago, and she didn't have hundreds of thousands of views, which means that she's not making a lot of money on YouTube from her videos. Some of her videos I've seen, they were getting hundreds or maybe 100 views, maybe 200 views. But this woman spent her, and God bless her, she spent her time in many years trying to expose Dr. Umar. Okay, this older black woman spent years trying to expose, tell people who he was. All right, and there are many YouTubers. You look at somebody like Lennon Honor. Lennon Honor makes money from Dr. Umar. I will say that. I'm not saying that against him. I'm just saying that this man makes more money than most YouTubers when it comes to talking against Dr. Umar. So people look at him and say, "Oh, everybody's making money like that." No, they're not. He's like 1 out of a million. The rest of them are like me. We're just, you know, we're barely making any money at all. But we're taking our time out of our work schedules, okay, out of our real jobs, okay, to talk about this, to expose this. And what does Dr. Umar do? He causes YouTubing and struggle streamers, attacks us, and then continues to lie, knowing that there's a large amount of black people that don't understand the particulars about what's going on. And they think that when people wow, it's even black people hating on black people.
Ain't nobody hating, bro. No one's hating, bro. Listen, anything in life you have haters. Anybody. So we all could have a hater or two from kindergarten until now. It's possible, right? It's all possible. But when it comes to a person like Dr. Umar now, okay? Dr. Umar had more supporters than detractors. You gotta understand that. We've never even seen or thought of nothing like this. That was coming out. Like, word? This just sound like a good ass thought. You know what I'm saying? So when you get people to believe in you like that, bro, listen to me. I'll give you a scenario. I gave it to you in my other video. Watch I'm putting my playlist together. It's like my 6 Dr. Umar video. Watch them all. I'm cooking. Hibachi style, peppers and onions right in front of your face. I'm cooking live. Volcano. Smoke out the onions. Yeah. But when you go back to even these things, bro, Dr. Umar had everything, bro. He was given everything, bro. Every single thing. He's going to be mad because some people exposed it. I understand that we, as us, like, look, I'm going to tell you some real shit, right? Like, let's say you and me, right? You look like me. We doing content together. We win and doing low views. But as soon as we separate and start beefing with each other, we may do more views. And it's messed up that it's like that for us. You know that, right? Like, when we add each other, it's like we win more than being with each other. And that's very, very, maybe structured. Maybe that's a strategic thing. So we need to understand that. Maybe above us or around us or who the hell knows. But sometimes in life, right, when we exposing each other, it just comes down to the point of just saying, oh, you're being exposed? Because, you know, you could front and act like something's not real forever. You know what I mean? But sometimes in life, son, when you're being exposed in some shit and that, just put your hands up, bro. It is what it is, bro. What they gonna do? It is what it is, son. All you could do is just own some shit, bro. Because regardless of the fact, some people may still think like that about you anyway. So you might as well just own it. So don't be mad at the YouTubers, Dr. Umar. Don't be mad at content creators. Don't be mad at nobody in Wilmington, Delaware. Okay? Don't be mad at the city of Wilmington, Delaware. The city of Wilmington, Delaware has been sparing to Dr. Umar and the Fdmg Academy, bro. Okay? So if the city of Delaware is ran by all white people, not all white people's wrong then. Because white people gave him a shot beyond shots. How long he had the facility there ain't doing nothing to it, acting like he coming up with a broom over there when that thing need more than a broom. How long he gonna do that, bro? How long he gonna play on people's emotions, bro? And play on people pain and all this type of dumb shit? How long you gonna do that? Sometimes there's a point in life that comes that we have to take our own blame, bro. We have to take our own blame. Because what we don't claim, we end up blaming, bro, in life. That's it. You're in a situation, you're in a relationship. Like me, to take one of my situations when I was cheating or some shit. I'm cheating, I'm lying too, because nobody want to be found out that you're cheating, right? So you lying, you're trying to front and all of this and all of that. So what am I doing now? Blaming her. Because I'm not claiming my shit. So what am I doing now? Blaming her. What is the insecurities? What is it? I'm starting to blame her. Now, I get so far in my lies and my cheating Look how deep the fucking psychosis go. You get so deep in your own lying, you're cheating, right? And the shit is in your own head, because it ain't got nothing to do with nobody else but your own head. Like Dr. Umar, this is his own head. My own head. Now you to the point where now you blaming somebody for cheating when they probably ain't did shit. You the one that was cheating. It's me. It's me. So I have to claim this. When I claim this, I don't blame that. Whatever that person claims, that person will claim for themselves. I don't have to blame that person. That's their journey. I have to claim what I've done. I have to claim what I'm doing. Or I'm always going to blame something else. So even in a relationship, shit, look, shit goes toxic, shit goes wrong on both sides of relationships. I get it, son, but I had great people and great women around me. Even some that was crazy as shit. I'm crazy in my own ways. I get it. But all I could take out of it, at the time you don't. You be like, nah, she foul. How the fuck she gonna do that? How she do? You never look at yourself though, bro. But in the end, all I could really do is take what I've done, what she done, and whatever's reaction. Sometimes people do things based on a reaction of what you doing, but still in all what people do, you cannot control what people do. You have no control over people, what people do. That is people's journeys. That is a person's life. You're living yours. I'm living mine. All I could do is think of situations of what I could have added, or if I took less from a situation. What did I do? Especially as a youngness, supposed to be a leader in some shape, form, or fashion, even if I ain't the greatest one. What the fuck am I doing? Am I building or destroying? Am I leading some shit to destruction? Because you could be a leader, nigga, leading some shit to destruction, or some nature boy shit, on some David Pastor Taylor, and keep going down the roads with it. So what kind of leader we want to be, bro? Because you could be a shepherd of destruction, homie. You can be. You can be. We all can be. We all can be. Straight. So Dr. Umar just needs some soul searching, man. And he just needs some accountability, bro. Straight. And my question to everybody is, can he change? Because, you know what I mean? We've done shit. We've probably changed. Some people done worse shit than him. They could probably change. Probably did change. Who knows? We human, you know? But when does the grift end? When does the drifting stop? When do we start to keep it real and take accountability? And that's what he needs to do. Because he's trying to build something for kids. And this is not what we need to show our kids, man. And if you came from anywhere from the streets or any of this shit, then you know that we've showed a lot of shit, bro. Even the things we didn't show our kids or we didn't show people, they've seen. They've seen. Just based on our lifestyles. See what I'm saying? So let us get it together, y'all. Let us get it together. Y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking about Dr. Umar. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all turn the notification bells on. Y'all make sure y'all notified when we're dropping new content. Make sure we notified when we dropping. Because when we dropping, we not flopping. All right? We are going to be going in a breakdown about this. I'm going to let him play it a little bit more just to let him rock out. But make sure y'all subscribe and make sure y'all tapping that like button. Everything. 7s on all of the chats. All of that. Comment on all of the videos that I've done so far. Let me know what y'all thinking. Your comments matter. And it also shapes content here. Okay? It's not just things that I just do here because I want to. Y'all hit me up. Y'all tell me what kind of content y'all want to see. And things make sense and we do it here. And that's why it's called On Go, because we on go together. It's not just about my thoughts. It's not just about me. It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. So salute to everybody. Let's listen to a little bit more to brother, man. Brother Winston, man. He cooking over here, man. Shout out to brother.
Those black people trying to hold your feet to justice and say you're nothing but a wolf in sheep's clothing. You're not trying to help us black folks. You're worse than, at least Donald Trump. At least with him, he's honest about the fact that it's easy to see that he's a liar. And he's honest about what he wants to do. He wants to come in and do all kind of mess. Okay, but you, on the other hand, act like you're coming as a savior when you're worse, when you're just as bad as them.
I didn't, the secretary of vacant properties, respond to my constant emails and constant phone calls seeking clarity, Baba.
They never
Seeking
answer.
clarity.
Constant emails, constant phone calls, but not me calling one time. But how about this? Why didn't they respond when I said where do I need to go to pay this money? Okay, why didn't you show up and just pay the money? See what I'm saying? Don't make any sense. Let's fast forward, y'all, because I'm ready. I'm done with this. We're gonna fast forward to the end, see if he has another lie I can catch him in, and that'll be it. Time me to get. I'm hungry to get something to eat, y'all. Let's fast forward a little bit. Sorry, he's not playing. What's going on here? Let me see here, y'all. You know what? Let me.
Look, but speaking of one of the comments in the chats, right? They say like, yo, why would you ever trust somebody that robs you, right? Yo, we do that shit every day, bro. We do that shit every day, bro. We do that shit every day. People rob us of our time. People rob us of our love. People rob us of our emotions. And we do the same. Everything is just about money. Time is worth more than money, bro. You can't get it back. You could find another dollar. You've lost mad money and got more than you've lost. So what the fuck is anything, right? It's just time to start us doing the right thing, especially when you're at a certain age, bro. Come on, bro. We just at a certain age where we just trying to get right, bro. Come on, ain't none of us perfect, son. I done been through mad shit. I done did mad shit. But we all did stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we got kids too, son. Like, got a lot, son. You know what I mean? We got a lot, son. None of us is perfect, bro. But Dr. Umar need to be an example. He need to put down some of his own feelings. Like, he got his daughter outside. She's barking on him on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe she's wrong. Maybe he's wrong. Maybe they both wrong. Who knows? But he's the parent. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could bring some sort of qualm or some sort of stop to this. You know what I'm saying? By stepping in right now. It doesn't matter about what happened before, man. So it doesn't matter. Sometimes we like that too, man. Trust me. Black men are great fathers, bro. We love our kids, bro. Doesn't matter, bro. Doesn't matter if you was away. Doesn't matter if your baby mom was with somebody else. Whatever happened, you was gone. She took a kid like one of mine did to me. Whatever. They coming. They gonna come back. And when they do, and when we do get that time, we take advantage of it. And make sure that we're doing what we got to do for our kids, bro. Because our kids need us. Mothers and fathers. They need us both, bro. So whether we want to argue all day as women and men all day, then let's do it. I don't give a fuck. Put your gloves on. So what? That's not helping nothing. It's not helping our kids, bro. That's actually putting more of a wedge between us and our kids and really got our kids in that car and that drill, bro. Gangster, bro. This is how these people is mind fucking us. TVs raising our kids, all this other dumb shit, bro. It's time for us to start stepping back in our kids' lives, man. And it's all right, bro, if you wasn't there, son. I know that's embarrassment and that. Yo, damn, you been gone. You know what I'm saying? They don't know you like that or whatever, son. So what? You got to meet random strangers on earth, son. You fall in love with them and all types of shit. You meet a girl all the time. You meet people every day, bro. You could go back and meet your kid, bro. Our kids is worth it. Let us do that, son. Trust me. When we start doing that, son, we gonna start to get this right, son. I ain't talking about no women, bro. Women do what women do, son. And we want the women to be strong and doing the things that they got to do, too. But for me as a man, I guess I only could talk to men. Because I'm a man, because that's who's going to come and talk to me. Men. You know what I'm saying? Yo, boom, boom, boom. Yo, OOTA, yeah. Come on, son. What you want, son? This is what it's about. We had a time before we could speak to each other like that. That time is gone. That's why, to me, every day my mind's in the 60s, bro. I'm so far from the 60s, bro. It's been years for me until I was born after the 60s. But I'm just saying, though, bro. The mindset. It's the last time when we looked at each other and we actually saw each other, bro. Straight. There's a disconnect. There is a disconnect. That's
right. Check my phone. I'll be right back. I had my phone in airplane mode, and because somebody was calling me, okay, and I was trying to make this video before somebody called me during the video, okay, so I had to put that, get rid of that. All right, so let's look at this. Let's see what he's saying here.
Believe in the truth. They do not believe in the truth. Yeah. They believe in views and clicks, and they will make up anything to satisfy their audience so they can get their views and clicks. So I'm thinking it's a lie, Baba. I'm like, we ain't got nothing in the mail. I just checked the mail yesterday. Baba, I was just down there. I was just down there and checked the mail. So because this could be true, I call a Garveyite sister in Wilmington, Delaware, who lives near the school. And I said, and I also text my brother Kev, and I text one of my neighbors. I text 3 people asking them to go past the school and see if there's another set of paper on the front door.
Let's see what it says here. Okay. Now, this is Lennon Honor, who's been talking about Dr. Umar for years. We can see it. This seems to be one of the papers that was put in the school. And it says here, let me try to zoom in. Past due fees are not subjected to, okay, let's see here. It says, this doesn't seem to be any in particular here. Okay, but let's look at what it says here in yellow. Past due fees are not subjected to requests for a waiver. All past due balances must be paid in order to receive a waiver of the current year's fee. Excuse me. Additionally, all properties must be registered to receive a waiver of registration fee. Okay.
Because the haters, Baba, stole the set of sheriff's cell paperwork off the Frederick Douglass High School doors.
Let's stop right there. Dr. Umar said that the haters sold the sheriff's cell paperwork. So that proves, Dr. Umar, that out of your own mouth, that the school is in threat of a sheriff's cell. Okay, out of your own mouth. It's not the YouTube and struggle streamers making up a lie. You yourself out of your own mouth said that. This is the first time I've heard him ever say that before. He's admitting that. So that shows that you yourself allowed that school that you bought for 400 grand, and you had $1 million left over, that you allowed the school to be in arrears so much out of your own mouth that it could have gone in a sheriff's cell. And people should trust you to be the principal and administrator over a school for black boys. Why?
That's the realest question. Why? 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 Dr. Umar, it's not about you. It's not about you, bro. What you're doing is making it harder for every other person that looks like this to step up and do what you're trying to do. And they're going to be smart because you're a smart guy, son. I think you're actually really smart, bro. You know your work. You know when it comes to that. That's how you was able to use it as a tactic. You knew your entry points. You knew it all. You knew where to strike, son. You struck with the miseducations, the misdiagnoses of black boys in schools and the special ed system. Look where you entered in from, like a viper. Right to the women. So if you want to know how the women came a part of it, that's how they did. I didn't know that. That's what God told me. And I know that's what happened. Because when you remember the book he was selling. I don't forget. Time to stop the grip, sir. It's time to stop the drifting and the grifting. It's time to step up, take accountability now, and say, listen, I made some mistakes. I've squandered this money. I've done some wrong things. He himself needs to say what is his addictions, because we all have our own addictions. It's not just about drugs, man. Whatever you addicted to is what the hell you addicted to. And what is he addicted to? That's the question I need y'all to ask yourselves. Subscribe to OOTA on Go. Make sure y'all hit notification bells. And